trying to work to just get the shoulder blades down at Brzezowski. One of the stronger freshmen that Jay Weiss has coached over his 31 seasons. High praise. But Ferreira's got him on top.
Brzezowski just trying to get outside of the circle here to get a reset.
Carlos Mansell calls for the neutral. Back and reset. Final seconds of the first period here.
And again, it's another Cornell lead here in that first set.
21 seconds of riding time as well for Ferreira. Pretty good first impression. 2 wins by technical fall this season, including the tournaments before dual season. So he has been dominant, to say the least. Tries for another takedown of Brzezowski again.
And Brzezowski had a great match in his last meeting against Navy, going up 6-0. This one is a bit tougher for him to overcome here. We see the early lead by Ferreira. But he's trying to get that better positioning. It's been tough for him so far. Ferreira's a great opponent, obviously. Coach thinks he might be top 33 here in the nation.
Well, he had big shoes to fill a season ago because Vito Arajau, back-to-back national champion at 133 last year, became Cornell's 6th multi-time national champ, was the 6th seed, defeated Dayton Fix. And Vito was a 6th year. Dayton Fix from Oklahoma State last year, a 7th year wrestler. And another good takedown from Ferreira. And if you watch that national championship match a year ago for Vito Arajau, Jordan Burroughs and Daniel Cormier going absolutely crazy during that matchup. And it lasted about 3 times as long because Vito had some blood coming from the top of his head. Delayed the match about 6 different times.
Not something that you love to see, but not the most uncommon thing here in wrestling, huh?
Right. Wouldn't mean too much if you didn't leave blood on the mat, right?
That's how you win. Ferreira doing a great job here of maintaining positioning.
And the riding time just keeps accumulating for Ferreira.
That's the tough thing for Brzezowski to overcome here as we're getting later on here in the second period. Only has so much more time left.
Feels very... And now Brzezowski gets to work on top. You know, talking to Jay Weiss, feels like Brzezowski, especially when he's on your legs all the time, when he started to gain a little bit more weight, he was happy to because he just ended up getting stronger. You know, when you sit at number 2 and you try to go up for a number 1 spot like he is, you know, he's walking around at 136, 137. He cuts down to try to get to 133. Really, really strong player. Wrestler. Now the third, if you're Brzezowski, how do you get back into this, Ben?
You know, it's going to be tough. What he's going to need to do is honestly get a takedown, get Ferreira on the mat, and just maybe cut into that riding time here. Again, it's going to be tough because he's already lost it, right? Already lost the riding time. But if he can get some points here, get a fall perhaps, he might have a shot.
Ferreira's got his leg. He's working hard, gets back on top, initiates that contact with the leg there for Brzezowski.
And the clock is Ferreira's friend here, now up by 7. Just has to ride out another 52 seconds. It looks like he might be able to do that here comfortably.
He gained that takedown too, so he added another 3 points in the initial there from Titus Godbolt. Final 30 and last-ditch effort here for Brzezowski to try to gain some points for his team.
And Coach mentioned that Ferrara maybe had some nerves in his first Ivy League match. Well, not today, I'd say. He's done a spectacular job. You know, up 7-0, hasn't dropped a point. 15 seconds left. I'd say those nerves were not needed here today.
I'd say you're exactly right. Yeah, 15 seconds left. Domination by Tyler Ferreira. We weren't sure if we were going to see him or Ethan Koreshi, both really decorated wrestlers at the 133 class. And he has been really impressive today against Brzezowski. Well-earned 7 points for Ferreira. And he earns the victory over Brzezowski and takes the lead for Cornell and adds another 1 point for the cherry on top.
And 3 minutes and 19 seconds of riding time there. That is just so impressive for younger players.
Jamison Garcia and Josh Saunders.
Garcia, this is somebody where, you know, they missed him in the Navy meet. Missed a tough player. He was hurt. He was sick. But he can wrestle at a pretty high level, and they're going to need that today now after they've now dropped the lead.
Now Josh Saunders, in his own right, learning throughout his career so far, now as a senior, he didn't start out as efficient as he is now. He's ranked number 24 in 141.
Jump early, be aggressive, get offensive early, and he's done that so far. Both players getting some action here already in.
Either way, got to get cleaned up.
Might just be all over, huh? Got to be safe, though. Make sure that gets taken care of. Sometimes tougher to spot when both teams are wearing red.
Well, it's the crimson and the red.
That's true.
There's a big difference here, Ben. Now for Josh Saunders, Mike Gray telling us that, look, for him, it's all about pulling the trigger, and today is going to be a big weekend, big Saturday for him, because when they go down to Brown, he won't wrestle. So this is his opportunity to really take the shots. He's done that so far, 6 points already in the first period. He had a great outing against Mizzou. Bit more defensive against Lehigh. Ended up getting beaten up a little bit in the Lehigh match, sustaining just some minor injury, but obviously healthy enough to wrestle today.
No energy that he has to save for later on, so he's getting it all out here in the first period. Frenzy trying to escape the circle.
And they'll reset.
And that's helpful when you get backed into a corner here, but now if you're Frenzy, you know, I think at this point you'd like to escape this first set, get into that second set, maybe start to get some points back, start to get some leverage. But right now, it's been all Saunders. He's been doing a fantastic job of really just anticipating every move that Frenzy's going to make and making sure he has a counteract of his own.
Both the neutrals, so Titus Godbolt. Reset with 19 to go in the first period here. Important for the differential as the scores pile up. Final seconds. Do they count? That particular takedown, they don't. And reset for two.
That was just an interesting show of speed by the two of them. Frenzy tried to go for the ankle of Saunders unsuccessfully. Saunders then said, you know what, I'm going to try that now, and he got it successfully. Just a couple seconds too late, though.
And Saunders will start on top. We've seen Frenzy escape a couple times, that being the third.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, maybe that's his best maneuver.
Yeah, it might be. Little cat and mouse game.
Saunders certainly has leverage. Reaching for the back there of Frenzy.
Frenzy's still down by 3. He's going to need to do something, I think, more aggressive to really have a chance in this matchup. I think he knows that.
You know, when you know you're going against someone maybe a little bit, I wouldn't say heavier, but maybe perhaps having better leverage, how do you feel like the best way to go about combating that is?
You know, it's tough. You know, as he's been doing it, it might just be easier to try to draw Saunders into a more aggressive approach and then use his aggression against him. Catch that body control a bit off center. Maybe turn that into a pin potentially. Easier said than done against Saunders, of course.
Right. I mean, you see him scrapping there. Saunders accumulating 30 seconds of riding time so far. Frenzy trying to escape as the buzzer sounds. We'll wait what Titus Godbolt will indicate here. I don't see any points given.
I don't either. Looks like that might be back-to-back periods where Saunders had a chance to really break this thing open. Looks like he got one. Could have been a whole lot more.
7-3 the deficit. 2 minutes to make up ground here for Dante Frenzy. Frenzy working on top, trying to just sweep underneath there for Saunders. If he can grapple the right spot.
Saunders can get the escape here, though. He might be in the clear here in this matchup.
Frenzy doesn't seem to have a grip for that right hand, so he's trying to reach around with the leg.
Going with a different approach here now. Frenzy has grabbed the riding time now.
And just getting Saunders off the mat for potential takedown is the key here.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you know, Saunders a strong player. It's tough to really throw him around here. Frenzy has to do that with 49 seconds left, but Saunders knows, hey, if I can just stand pat, stay firm on my ground here, doesn't need to do much more than that.
No threat for a stall either in that position.
Yeah.
Frenzy just trying to reach for that leg, that left leg of Saunders.